Imagine living in a village in Tanzania where the land is so degraded that people identify your village as a village with a barren red hill. People like Fanuel from the Kaguru tribe live in the semi-arid region of Dodoma, Tanzania. They face severe environmental degradation from climate change, and they live on less than $1 a day. My team and I at Lead Foundation wanted to pilot half-moon bunds to address this challenge. The half-moon bund intervention involves digging semicircle structure in slope areas to harvest rainwater. These bunds retain moisture, help the growth of vegetation, and also reduce soil erosion. But in 2018, at our first meeting with the Pembamoto village chairperson, Mr. Msanjila, this idea was considered impossible. I remember demonstrating its working by raising the table from one side, pour some water from the elevated side, and made a half-moon bund using the palm of my hand. People understood the idea, and somehow that moment changed everything. The construction of half-moon bunds is a simple and effective nature-based solution, but it is labor-intensive and needs a strong community participation for people to come together to build this on a community land. At Lead Foundation, we are experienced in doing community mobilization and engagement activities at grassroots level. We use different communication tools like cinema, traditional dances, and murals to raise awareness. Constructing bunds requires certain technical skills and scientific knowledge, especially positioning the bunds and drawing contour lines on uneven ground. We provided them with this training. We gave them spirit levels and tape measures so that this knowledge remained with them. What has surprised us and encouraged us the most is how the entire community has taken ownership of this initiative. Many women participated in this initiative, even though it was labor-intensive. Mr. Msanjila and the entire village were very supportive and participative. They set aside 100 hectares of land and identified champion farmers for this project. They erected beacons to demarcate and protect the area. Within one rainy season, things started to change. By 2020, grass was growing even outside the bunds. But the real test of our work was in 2021, when there was severe drought across Tanzania. Thousands of cattle were dying, but things were different in Pembamoto. They had extra pasture more than what they needed, and they started to sell it to other villages to get more income. They even built a classroom in the village with that income. To support this growing pasture business, we've bought manual hay balers for them to process and store their pastures. So far, they've produced and sold more than 2,000 hay bales and earned more than 5 million Tanzanian shillings. Pembamoto received recognition from UNESCO in 2023 and from UNEP in 2024 for this incredible work. Pembamoto's story is an inspiration and testimony of the real power of nature-based solutions in tackling landscape degradation. When communities participate and adapt and replicate these simple solutions, they are far more effective than complex solutions. Champion farmers like Fanuel, for instance, now travel to different places to train other communities on half-moon bund interventions, including to villages in Arusha and Singida regions. This village, which was once known by its bare red hill, the village that had not seen green in the last 30 years, is now full of life and green all year round.